So transitioning out of the W, how did you get into coaching? Was that ever like a passion? You're like, oh, after I get done playing, I know I'm gonna go into coaching, or how did that come about?
Well, I thought that I would be playing a lot longer than I was, so that was kind of came early. But I think I kind of always knew that I wanted to be a coach because even like growing up and playing sports, I had like that coach's mindset, and just being able to explain things to my teammates the way that things either should be happening or how they're not happening. I think I kind of always had that. But it was just the closest thing I could do to be able to be on the floor and to be able to play the sport. And so coaching just kind of came up because I wanted to still be around basketball. I didn't necessarily want to play it, but I wanted to be around it. And I like the teaching aspect of teaching girls.
So you were done actually playing then after those 2 years? Like, I mean, why not try to go overseas or?
So I did. So
you did?
I did. So in between my rookie season and my second season, I went to Turkey and Israel. But then after that, after I got hurt, like I tried to tell myself, I'm going to work out. And I don't know if like you ever experienced this as an athlete, like once you get hurt and unless you kind of have to do something, I'm not really trying to.
Right.
Like I don't have to go lift weights and go run so that kind of got me out of the playing mode, at least professionally. But I went to Spain. I played in Spain for 6 months in 2014, 2015.
Okay.
Because I wanted to get it out of my system of playing because I started coaching and I was like, and I would practice against my players. And I started working.
Cooking. And cook ETA in practice every day. Let's get it.
Yes. And so I was like, okay, I can still do it. Like I can still.
Yeah.
So I went to Spain for 6 months at the time he was my boyfriend. We weren't like fiancé or married yet, but he wasn't too happy about that. But I went over because I wanted to get out of my system of playing. And I went to Spain and I was like, okay, I'm good. Like I'm not going to go professionally like that overseas or play in the league. Like I'm good. And so that was like the last time I played like professionally. And I would play pickup after that, either pick up with him, like go get a group of guys somewhere and play, in the men's league or something like that.
Right.
With them. But that was the last time I played like professional basketball.
So what was it like, I guess playing overseas? So we've had some other basketball guys in here talk about, their experiences overseas, and it's a little that what we've heard is it's a lot different than what we think. It's a little grimy how the business works.
Yeah.
So what was your experience like?
I mean, it was okay to the extent of like I got paid.
Yeah.
Because I did hear that story. Like going back to my high school coach, she played overseas for a long time, and she said there's probably like thousands of dollars that she didn't get paid from teams.
Yeah, and that's what Rich was saying. His still checks out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Never gonna see.
Yeah,
they pay you. They pay you when they feel like it.
Right.
Yeah, and so and I don't think that ever happened to me. Just thinking about it, that never happened. But it was like, I mean, you're kind of not that you're on your own, but like it's like also depending on where you go, you're kind of like on your own, like get to where you need to get to by yourself, unless you need to go far. Most of the time I got paid in cash, like in an envelope before practice. There were a couple of times where I was like, okay, I'm not going to practice because I haven't got paid when I was supposed to get paid. Like, when's this coming? And oh no, I got it.
So I got you.
Just come on. Yeah.
So how did the club react to that? Because I mean, we've heard like they was, I guess like strong arming folks. Like we ain't paying you, but your ass gon' practice.
Yeah. I mean, I think it only happened like twice.
Yeah.
But it was just like I need to get paid because I'm here.
Right.
And it wasn't like after like a day or two after it was like almost a week, almost 2 weeks actually.
Oh, yeah,
where it was like, yeah, no. So I'm like, I mean, they got other stuff going on, and I get that, but also like show like paying my money.
Check's supposed to be here.
Yeah, and so I mean, then most of the time it was the coaches was like, I understand, and that the owners were the ones who were trying to get,
of course,
whatever together.
Of course.
But it didn't happen often for me. Like I'm only a couple of times where I kind of like had to be like, okay, well, let's make sure that we're on the same page, and if I need to go somewhere, I need to go to the bank transfer or whatever.
Yeah.
But that experience for me, it was fun. Turkey was not very fun for me, one, because it was my first time overseas. It was in Ankara, which is the capital, and it was freezing cold. I didn't know the language. And like there's veterans there, but they're doing their own thing. This one girl named Demai, she had her daughter, so they weren't worried about what I was doing. So I'm just kind of whatever. But Israel was way better because there were a lot more Americans there playing. Because I think at the time you could have 4 Americans on the team. And so and it was a little bit more Americanized too, like the city and where I was. And so that was better.
Nice.
I enjoyed that. And then Spain was pretty good too. I spoke Spanish because I took it in high school, so that was fun. I knew what they were saying.
Okay.
And I traveled too. I went to quite a few places.
Weren't you in Barcelona? Were you in Barcelona?
I wasn't in Barcelona, but I traveled there. I played in a city called Lyon.
Oh, you
but
were
I
in
went.
Lyon,
But
okay.
I traveled to Madrid and Barcelona just because we had weekends off, and I just did it by myself.
Sure.
But that was fun too because I was able to travel.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Well, I mean, it's nice, getting to see the world. Because being locked down in sports, the grind. You don't necessarily. Well, I know for us on our side, like we don't necessarily get to do a whole lot of traveling and seeing things. It's work. We at the stadium. The game over. We going back and. Yeah. No, that's dope.
But now they go overseas, right? Y'all don't ever overseas. That the guys play or the football team to go to. Where they go?
Oh, they went to Germany.
They went to Germany
and Germany.
Y'all missed that.
Germany, England,
I missed
Mexico.
all that. I missed all
Sorry,
that.
I'm texting my husband.
I missed all that.
No, I ain't. I was cool. I wasn't upset about not going overseas. For me, just trying to fly being on the plane that long. Like,
I know that's not going to do shit.
Well, they have the plane that, like, when I went to Israel, it was a big, like, almost like a double-decker plane where they had, like, you had to walk down steps to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay. That was pretty cool. But it's a long flight. That was a long flight. So that's not, so you probably,
definitely not doing long flight. I mean, shit, 6 feet on 6 feet and up on an airplane.
Yeah, that's
not where you want to be.
I hated that East Coast West Coast flight, like playing from Philly, like playing in Philly or San Diego, and having to go.
I'm already knowing.
From San Diego to, like, we played in Buffalo.
Oh yeah, that's a
one time. Yeah, like that flight, especially after the game, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's all good. They got stuff to take care of all that. So it wasn't too bad.
Knees already cooked.
Right. The knees cooked.
Yeah.
Everything hurt.
Yeah. And you just sitting there.
You just in it. Right. Just give me my Chick-fil-A and leave me alone.
Chick-fil-A. So,
man.